right. Today I'm going to share with you how can you loop through an array. Okay, it's a very important point in JavaScript. So today we are going to loop through this array, as you can see in this screen. So we have 9 elements. Imagine that we have a pizza restaurant and we have these elements as a menu. So we should create 3 buttons, okay, and each button has 3 elements from this array. Okay, so we will loop through this array, but with the condition that we stop the looping in x point. Okay, so let me just show you what I'm talking about. Okay, the final result, and surely you will understand the idea. So this is the page that I created. We have 3 buttons. We have pizza button, we have fruits button, and we have desserts button. When I click on each one, it should show me 3 elements from this array, not all the array. Okay, this is what we are going to do today. Okay, if you like the exercise idea of today, give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you didn't yet. Your subscription means a lot to me. Thank you. This is my screen. I have Visual Studio Code open, okay, with HTML document and JavaScript document. As you can see, it doesn't work, okay, the buttons. So in HTML, I have 3 buttons and I have 3 P's, okay, and each P has an ID. The P's are empty. So let's create a function, okay? Let's create the first function. You will see that it's easier to create the second and the last one. So function, pressed 1, parentheses, curly brackets, okay? First of all, let's create a variable and let's call it text, okay? And let's leave it empty, just we put the quotes. We will use it later, okay? Now let's create the array, okay, the list. Do you remember the menu? So we will write chicken pizza. Remember that the elements in the array, we write it between quotes, and between each one we put or write a comma, okay? So chicken pizza, mushroom pizza, 4 cheese pizza. And now the fruits, okay? We're talking about apple, banana, and orange. Okay. Now the desserts, we have the ice cream. We have the, what else? We have the banana, the fruit cake, and the banana cake, okay? So this is the array. Good. Now let's create the loop. Okay, let's just put it a little bit bigger. And the loop, we will use for loop. So for loop, we should have 3 elements, okay? We have the start point, and the start point here is the variable I. Okay, let I, assignment operator, and 0. So we'll start from 0. The condition is I should be less than the length of this array. Okay, so it should be less than 9. And what we should do, the iteration is to add 1. Okay, so now we'll take the text. Do you remember the variable that we create and in the first? So we write it and we assign it the food and the index, okay, the I index, because it's an array. And I write BR in order to each element write in 1 line, okay? Good. So now just I will show you what we have. Just give me a moment and I will show you exactly what we have. We'll write document dot get element by ID, and here we will use the P, the first P. Do you remember that we have 3 P's? Okay, so the first one, the ID of it is demo. Dot inner HTML, assignment operator, and text. Now, if I click on the pizza, what I should have? I should have all the array. because this is what I ask for. I ask for all the elements that I have in the array. Okay? So they are looping, looping, looping till the end of the array. But this is not the exercise. The exercise is I want just to loop but till the 4 cheese pizza. How can I do this? So here we should use if. Okay, the conditional statement. So if I equal 3, so please break this looping. Okay, so we are looping, looping, but if I is 3, stop. Okay, and now as you can see, it's fixed. Now it's just a question of, as I say, always is copy and writing, and we can create the other two functions. But I want to create this style. If you remember the style that we see in the first, okay, in the demonstration, we have like a box shadow that we don't have now. So we will create it very easy with the same method. Okay, document.getElementById and write the demo and style box shadow and write the shadow that we want. In my case, this is the shadow that I choose for this menu. Here it is. So we have the 3 elements and we have the style that we want. So now, as I said before, just copy and paste. Okay. Sorry, I've got a message from WhatsApp application. Sorry. Now let's create the second function. Okay. Oh, the second button. Okay. And the same thing. So we'll just copy the function, and we will make some changes. We choose the name of the function. If you remember, we have the second function is proceed to, so we write 2 in the place of 1, and we should change here. What we should change the if. Okay, and the 4 as well. The number here is so important. So how can we do this in order to just show the fruits? I mean, apple, banana, and orange. You can pause the video and think about it for a second and see if it's correct. Okay, now we start from 3. So the I is 3, or the start point is from 3, and if I is 6, we should stop the looping. Good. Okay, now let's create the last function. Okay, the last button, do you remember? The button of the desserts. Okay, so we copy and paste the function and just make the same changes that we did before. We change the name of the function and we change the loop. Okay, the start point, okay, the initialization, called the initialization. Okay, from we start, so we should start from the ice cream and we finish the end of the loop, or the end of the array. So just put 6 and 9 and the p, okay, the idea of the p. Good. So as you can see here, we have the pizza, we have the fruits, and we have the desserts. This is the end. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.